damn machine. It's not usually this cranky.
And it's driving me nuts.
But in a past life it was a crankshaft. Or worse, a screw. No, I think I got it. It's better for me if I figure it out myself. Best way to learn. Even if it means I get so frustrated I get reincarnated as a crankshaft in my next life. Wait, hold on. I think I got it. Let me just tighten this bolt here and... There! Good as new! And my apologies to you for being so irritable. I didn't expect you to say that. Most of my customers don't have a sense of humor. Oh, I must sound so ungrateful. I know I'm lucky to even have work. Let me stop with the complaining and offer you a drink instead. I have some coffee and tea at my workshop, if you'd like some. Oh, excellent. Tea it is then. I've got some chamomile I've been trying to calm myself down with. Come, this way. Apologies in advance for the mess. I swear, it was like that when I got here. Welcome to my humble abode. Emphasis on the humble. I don't have a bed, but I do have a kettle. Baby steps. Anyway, one tea coming right up. Here you are. Courtesy of House Harabajan. It's the least I can do for being so cranky. That's a relief. I have a temper, and sometimes it's hard to know if I'm losing it with my customers. Oh, it's not that I don't enjoy being a handyman, it's just... I've been thinking about my life a lot lately, and whether I've made the right decisions. What if I went right instead of left, that sort of thing? Where would I be now? Oh, so you're a time traveler. I hope you're the kind that gets to take your clothes. Anyway, I appreciate you coming here and listening to me vent. If you've got questions for me, I'll do my best to answer them. Oh, that. I forgot I left it there. But if I'm being frank, I'd sooner just throw it in the trash. It's because of the history between us. Ocean wrote that inscription as if she were my friend. In reality, we were more like rivals. You might read what she wrote and think it a kindness, but to me, it's petty. So I left it behind. But, like a bad habit, it keeps coming back to me. Oh, I'm sure. She always loves to take little digs and act innocent when you question the motives. Normally, I would just laugh it off. I don't know why this time it hurts so much. I know. It's just I can't help wondering, what if? I was 18 when the colony war started. With everyone off to fight, there was so much to do around here and people needed help. Cooking fancy meals and becoming a chef just didn't matter anymore. But ever since I got that book, I've been wondering if I've made a mistake. And if so, maybe it's not too late. Maybe I can try and be a chef again. That's a great idea, as long as they can be honest. Okay, I've made up my mind. I need to gather some friends and cook a meal. A vindaloo. If it's good and my skills haven't eroded, I'm going to pursue this. But to pull this off, I'm going to need some help. With the ingredients and the guests. Thank you. We'll need 3 things. Vinegar and spices for the vindaloo, drinks, and meat. And as it happens, I know 3 people who can help us. They just happen to be customers of mine. I can talk to the kings of the produce and spices. I'd talk to Javier Mejia. He's the... And a vindaloo has... Well, the meat should be fresh, and I don't necessarily trust the vendors. I think we should bring in a hunter. Try talking to Shonda Harbison. You'll usually find her at the hitching post. She's kind of a living legend around these parts. They call her Granny Oakley for a reason. Typically, wine doesn't pair well with curry, but if we keep the spice subtle, I think it can work. Red wine is probably what we need. Back on Sol, they used to make it with that, before switching to vinegar. Talk to Anandita Devi. She's a food critic, and grew up on Indian food, so she'll make for the perfect guest. She's usually over at the Stonewood Inn. It's hard to explain. Being a chef was a dream of mine, yes. But it was also a dream from 20 years ago. So much has changed since then. I'm not sure if it's regret, envy, or nostalgia that drives me now. But ever since I read that inscription, it's awoken something inside me. Maybe I simply want to answer that age-old question, what if? What if I had trained to be a chef like Ocean? Where would I be now? Friends can try to spare your feelings. Customers tell you exactly what's on their mind. Sometimes with expletives. Goodbye.
Need something to ease. Things are always rough here in the stretch. People just want to live. What do you want? Can't you go bother somebody else? Lucky me. Look, I'm here on business. I don't have time to be dealing with strangers, so if there's a point, you should get to it. Well, I haven't made a run to Paradiso in weeks, so I've only got 1 bottle left. But if it's for Harb, maybe I'll make an exception. How about this? I'll give you the vinegar and whatever spices you need. But you gotta do a favor for me. Cool. Job isn't hard, but it'll take some finesse. So, a couple nights ago, security confiscated my goods. They accused me of smuggling contraband. Before they brought me in, though, I stashed something important in the porta-potty behind Aggie's. Only problem is, I left the key to the box in the cell. You still in there? Cool. The guards usually leave empty cells open, so just walk in, grab it, and bring it back to me.
If you're looking for a sidearm, I recommend the radio. Council of Governors meeting our very own. Nobody in here right now.
The Hitching Post seems to be the best damn bar in town.
Bank robberies.
How can I help you?
Ashton. Haven't had a quiet day in a month of Mondays. But if you ask me, a little noise ain't a bad thing. Yeah, not sure what's gotten into folks lately. Like there's some kind of bad juju in the air. In Aquila, there's always something, but it's all good fun if you ask me. Now, the Colony War, that was bad as all get out. But we're past that now. Anyway, I don't want to talk your ear off, seeing as we just met. Tell me what's on your mind. Andy Harvey said that? Well, he told you no lies. I know where all the best game is. In fact, I'm hunting a big one right now. You want to come with? Then let's go get it.
We need to be smarter, better.
Are you my blind date? Well, if you are terribly late. I don't think this bodes well for the rest of our relationship. In fact, judging by your attire, you'll be lucky to survive the next 5 minutes. Really? The first thing out of your mouth is a cliché? This is not going well for you. You can't possibly be the person my sister told me about, which means I've been stood up. How quaint. Do you mind then, telling me who you actually are? Harbajan sent you. In that case, of course I'll attend. On one condition. You sit here and take my date's place. Splendid. You're just my type. Willing to do as I say. Now, if you don't mind taking a seat here, we can have a little fun.
Eloise
on,
keeps this
sit.
place running,
Step into my
and
parlor.
I guess I keep her
promise I
running.
won't bite.
Or at
Need to
least I
grab a
keep
few
her
things
sane.
first.
Yes? What? I've already started with the drinks. Would you like a wine or a beer? Then you'll want to try this. It's Solomon's Reserve, a local brew. Whatever taste old Solomon Co. had, he didn't put it in his town. Let's hope his beer avoided that fate. Now, tell me about yourself. Are you from around here or just visiting? So you're visiting? Lucky you. Can't imagine what it's like to be one of these poor souls who calls this mud pit home. That aside, you can live just about anywhere these days. It's more important to have the income to move about. What about a job? What do you do for a living? Doesn't that mean you're just a volunteer pilot? I don't mean to demean your rank, Captain, but it's hardly steady work. Granted, I am rich, so what you do for a living isn't really important. What matters more is that we have similar beliefs and politics. On that note, what's your religious background? I like to think of myself as a spiritual tourist. I read horoscopes, believe in karma, but only because reality tends to be boring. Neither am I. Although I do like astrology. That's kind of a religion. Well, that's fine for the appetizers. Now, for the main course. Romantic history, past relationships, jilted ex-lovers. I want to hear all about it. None of them could really keep up with me, I'm afraid. When I travel the galaxy, I don't slow down for anyone. Good. I like inexperienced partners. I can mold you just the way I want. Well, you've managed to keep my interest so far. Usually I get dreadfully bored by the appetizers. I almost never make it a dessert. I'm starting to get butterflies just thinking about it. But seeing as our friend Harvey needs us, that will have to wait for another time. In any case, I've enjoyed our little chat. Thank you for playing along. And if I can be real with you for a second, I really appreciate you doing this for me. I know this wasn't an actual date, but being stood up is an absolutely miserable experience. Meeting you made it tolerable. We should definitely do this again. Next time, my treat. Here's the wine, as promised. The earthy tones of the Malbec will balance the pepper and complement the spices. Should pair well with the Vindaloo. I'll do my best to make it to Harbijan's party. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them. I'm an open book.
See you soon, Captain.
So, what are we drinking?
I'm on my way.
If you're looking to stay, Eloise can
A
handle
lot
that.
of famous people
My
visit
job's,
Aquila.
well,
Popping back a beer,
everything
you
else.
never
Catch
know
up with
who
you later,
meet.
Captain.
Hello.
Pardon.
The Dawn's Roost is overrated. You're paying
Heading
most
to
for
my
the
assignment.
presentation.
We got a lot of bars in the city, all class joints.
I'm looking for work.
Except Aggie's.
I'm only looking to earn. Why is that? Don't think I'm better than being on a. Excellent, where to? Heading?
Been up there, huh? Space. Must be cool. Never get to go to space.
I didn't ask you to do that. Your job was to get the key. But whatever, it looks like it's all here. Deal's the deal. You can give this to Harp. It's pretty good stuff, so he has no excuses. And tell him I'm interested in seeing what he cooks up. Not what you thought it was it? Yeah, I probably have the worried father look all over my face. My girlfriend's father, if he saw the foreman, and knowing him... It's not that simple. He's busted me on a few occasions. And her ex, he's a member of the guard. So in his eyes, I'm not only a junkie, but I'm a homewrecker too. Meanwhile, her ex can do no wrong, even though he's done plenty.
Looks like a damn good piece of meat. If Harp can't make magic out of that, he's got no business carrying a wand. Ha! Maybe. I will say this. Betting on Harp has never failed me. But I best be heading back to town. I take it Harp wants me to eat this thing he's cooking up too. That sounds fancy. I'm gonna have to get all gussied up for this one. I got some errands to run, but you tell Harp not to serve that food until I'm at the table. See you there.
Ah, you're back. Did you get everything on the list? Great. I had some issues with the stove, worn out burner element, but I replaced it and rewired the connection, good as new. Haha, yes. That's where I was hoping you'd come in. I spent so much time on the stove, I didn't have time to clean. Do you think you can help me while I cook? Soon. I had Shonda tell the others. You're a lifesaver. There's some boxes and wrappers scattered along the floor, and some mud that I might have tracked into the restroom. But it's not much, I promise. Now let's see. Oh, I have these notes on how to cook this thing, but my handwriting is atrocious. Oh, I just cut my hand. Not a good start. Why is this so much harder than I remember? With a little luck, a little elbow grease, we can get this place looking good again. The place is looking amazing. Coming along better than this Vindaloo anyway. Oh, and if you don't mind, can you set up the rug? It's in the crate in the corner. The rug really ties the room together. I just need one more thing. Grab the plates off the counter and set the table. Okay, place is clean and table set. The Vindaloo is also just about ready. That was the plan originally, but honestly, there's no time. The guests should be coming any second now. Oh, my heart feels like a clump of sheets in a washing machine. Oh, and if you want to sneak a taste of the Vindaloo, I'll leave a sample on the counter.
Did I hear someone say Vindaloo?
It'll be good to hear what all the fuss is about.
Smells good, anyway.
Friends? Yes, have a seat. My home is your home. Tonight, we will be having Ashta Vindaloo, paired with a Malbec wine, which Anandita has so graciously brought. I'm plating it now, and I will serve it shortly.
Well, I'm holding you to my Nani's standard, so you better not disappoint. But if you do, I've brought a second bottle, just in case.
Have a little faith in Harvey. He's a talented man.
I grew up on Vindaloo, and Hob hasn't touched a cookpot in years. My standards are high, and my expectations low.
Well, I appreciate the honesty.
I'm just ready to eat. Haven't had a bite all day.
Of course. I was just about to say...
Is there anything you can't do?
Even though I prepared it, since all of us contributed to this meal, in my mind, we cooked it all together.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun eating Bubba. I've been hunting that animal for years.
The ingredients I got are pretty high-end stuff, too.
And the wine, of course, is flawless.
Well, before you eat, I just want to thank all of you for coming and sharing in this adventure. 20 years ago, I decided to give up my dreams of becoming a chef to serve my community. Today, I hope to take my first step towards rediscovering that dream. Bon appetit.
Cheers!
Well said.
So, how is it? Please, be as frank and honest as possible.
I think mine might be lacking some flavor. You sure you put enough spice in this thing?
Huh. That's odd. I followed my old recipe to the T.
I don't know then.
Anandita, what do you think?
You don't want to know my opinion.
Please? I need honest feedback.
Very well. Forget my Nani's Vindaloo. You have a ways to go before this is even takeout quality.
Really? There's no way.
I'm sorry, Harbijan. It is.
Can someone pass the salt?
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat. It's good to be out and about.
Have you tried
Well, I get
the
stuffy
Vindaloo yet?
sometimes.
Please, let me know what you think.
I feel bad for Hob, but you'll get over this.
Have you
Sorry
tried
if I overshared
Lulu
back
yet?
there.
Please,
Didn't mean to.
let me know. what
Harvey
you
will
think.
be fine. Better than Bubba, anyway.
Have you tried? The Vindaloo yet? Please, let... It, doesn't seem to be going too well. Have you tried it? What do you think? It's that bad, huh? Oh, I was afraid of that. Oh. If I have this little feel for it, I'm beginning to wonder if this was a mistake.
Wine
Harb doesn't
pairs
take
with
this
just
too
about any
personally.
situation, even this one. Harb, this dinner was many things, but it was not a mistake.
So I have some potential.
No, you don't. But that's not why we're here.
I'm not sure I follow.
Harvey, your meat might be tough, but you know what's tougher? The canvas tents you made me for camping. I got stuck out in a storm one night with gale force winds. Normal tent would have blown right off, but yours held.
I remember when I was struggling to get by, I couldn't afford to get my apartment fixed. Harbajan offered to remodel and fix my entire apartment at a cost I could afford. Those savings allowed me to gather enough creds to start my own company. The rest is history.
I never told anyone. But Harb's the reason I'm clean. I was in a bad spot at the time. Strung out, doing more chems than I knew I could handle. I don't remember much from that day. Just my mind blurring out, losing focus. Then I hear this knock on my door. I thought it was death. Turned out it was Harb, coming to fix the heater. He called a medic and stayed with me the whole time. Even through my rehab, he'd stop by and make sure I was okay.
I was just doing what anyone would in my position.
No, what you did for me was more than anyone had ever done. Now I'm clean. I met the love of my life and got a little one on the way.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say a damn thing. We're all just thankful for you, Harb.
Exactly. So you're a shit cook, who cares? Half the chefs in New Atlantis can lay claim to that title. What matters is that you're a wonderful person and a friend.
Amen to that. And you're a genius with a wrench.
Fixed me and my heater. Didn't even charge.
Oh, you guys.
And this isn't to say you can't get better. Work on it. Cook every day if you like. The results will show.
Exactly.
Thank you. It means a lot to hear you all say that. It's funny. I very much wanted this dinner to go well. And it has. But not for the reasons I expected. And yes, I'll keep at it. I don't know if anything will come of it, but no matter where this journey takes me, I'm grateful for all of you. Of course, there is one small matter we still need to address. I brought you all here. You all must be starved, and there's nothing to eat.
We have plenty of wine and good company. Why don't we just drink?
Sounds like a plan. A toast to the best handyman in all of Aquila.
To Harb.
To Harb.
To Harb.
So, I guess I'm not cut out to be a chef after all. It's kind of a relief, actually. I don't have to look back wondering what if. But even if I had the talent for it, I'm happy with the choice I made. To have friends like these, I wouldn't trade it for anything. And right now, I have none. I'm going to continue cooking with a new goal in mind. I don't care anymore about becoming a world-class chef. What I want is to make a vindaloo my friends will enjoy. When that day comes, I want you to be there as well. Because when I think of friends, I count you among them.
I feel bad for Hob, but you'll get over this.
Thank you again for all that you've done.
I feel bad for Hob, but you'll get over this.
Hobby will be fine. Better than Bubba, anyway.
Sorry if I overshared back there. Didn't mean to. Hope Harb doesn't take this too personally.